Guys, welcome back to Lost Legends TV. This is Ray. Today I'm going to be reviewing a movie I have been sitting on for a long time. It's been on my list for years. I've heard great things about it. This is Clint Eastwood's director debut of a psychological thriller horror movie, Play Misty for me. Did it live up to the hype? Yes it did. IMDb gives this a 6.9 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gives this an 85%. And I believe it deserves every bit of that, which I'll give my ranking at the end of the video. This movie is the 70s time capsule at its best. Clint Eastwood plays this character called Dave Garvey. He is a radio disc jockey hosting a radio show, which is called KRML. He has no problem wooing women. However, one night he goes to a bar and he attracts this girl named Evelyn. Once they go to Evelyn's house, she admits that she was waiting at the bar for him all along, and she knows who he is. She was playing dumb because she always wanted to meet Dave. And of course, they hook up, get a little and she quickly becomes obsessed to the point where it becomes bad. And the actress who plays Evelyn, Jessica Walter, plays a great fucking role. The way she can manipulate Dave, it's just something about these 70 chicks, especially her acting in this movie, where at first she plays like this innocent flirty type, but then they go to bed together. And then she comes back for seconds and starts playing like a more seductive role. But once shit starts going south, Evelyn starts going to Dave's house uninvited, start going to his work uninvited, to the point where she eventually tries to commit unaliveness on herself in Dave's house. Smartly, he covers this up because while all this is going on, his ex-girlfriend Toby is back in town, and I must admit she's a babe. But Dave claims he finds it in his heart to stop wooing women and wants a second chance with Toby. In which, in a sense, he does prove that, in a way, because he does stop going out of his way to woo women, but Evelyn just won't leave him alone. It eventually gets so bad that Dave's on this business meeting and Evelyn shows up and ruins the whole fucking thing, acting like psychotic, like he's gonna bang this old lady that's 3 times his age, you know? Just stupid shit like that. Like, bitch, come on, I'm trying to make a fucking paycheck here. In Evelyn's most intense psychotic break, she breaks into Dave's house one more time and attempts to kill the housekeeper named Birdie. Slices her the fuck up. I'm like, girl, get the fuck out of Dodge. Vandalizing his house, tearing paintings down, breaking dishes and shit, having a full-blown fucking panic attack. But finally she is arrested and she is hospitalized, and now everybody sees she's a little cuckoo. So a few months later, Dave and Toby finally rekindle their relationship. They have a fresh start, everything's going good, but the day had came that Dave finally got the call again from Evelyn. I don't know how the fuck she got out, but she's got out on parole for attempted murder. And she's spewing all the lies about, hey, I'm fixed now, I'm better, I got this job in Hawaii, I'm sorry, I know what I did was wrong, I'm gonna start this fresh new life and I will be out of your hair forever. That same night he wakes up and Evelyn has a fucking knife going down, but he moves just in time and that bitch is phew, gone. So the detectives get involved again, and one of my biggest positives is how they're on the lookout. Dave is worried about his girlfriend Toby, of course, and then what I think is a great twist is that Evelyn is now posing as Annabelle, which is Toby's new roommate, and she is completely oblivious to what's going on until she sees the cut on the wrist. But Dave figures it out because Evelyn had mentioned over the phone during their last conversation she had recited a poem by Edgar Allan Poe, which is called Annabelle Lee. He puts one and one together. The detective was already on the way to check on Toby. He dies, which I saw that coming. But Dave gets there, sees Toby tied up, and Evelyn just comes in fucking slashing the fuck out of him. Which the practical effects in this movie is not the movie's strong point at all. It legit looks like the wrong colored ketchup poured on it. But they do have a pretty decent fight scene, and Evelyn just slashing him the fuck up. There's this one scene I was like, oh god. Dave grabs a fucking knife and it's just sliding his, but then fucking Clint Eastwood or Dave, he says, he doesn't say this, but I laughed my ass off when he does this because she's coming in and out of the shadows, just fucking slicing them. And finally, he just has like this fucking epiphany. He's like, I've had enough of this shit. He fucking rears fucking back and BOW! Punches that bitch square in the nose so hard, she flies out the fucking balcony glass, breaks it, goes over the fucking porch and nosedives all the way down the fucking cliff, killing her on the way down. And what makes the ending even more beautiful about this and more poetic is that once Dave figured it out, he put this pre-recorded tape on so that the show can continue. And as they're walking out the house, when it's all over, you hear Evelyn ask Dave on the phone, hey, play Misty for me. And then we finally get to hear the Misty song. And I think that's the movie's greatest strong point, is how poetic this movie is. Clint Eastwood in his own movie. In this movie, he is funny, he is charming, he is witty, he is unintentionally funny at times. Like I remember after Evelyn slit her wrist, he got a call from Toby and he was supposed to go meet her to officially rekindle the relationship, but Evelyn will not let him leave. So he just sitting there holding Evelyn and the fucking camera zooms into his eyes and it's not meant to be funny. It's supposed to be serious, but I can just see in his face like he just fuck. Yeah, this movie made me laugh multiple times. I was never bored with the movie. There are problems with the movie, but I don't mean story-wise. One scene that sticks out like a sore thumb to me, it's like in the middle of the movie, this cutaway shot of the ocean and the water rippling, and it just cuts and loops and cuts and loops. I was kind of like, I kind of questioned their choice on that because that's not what you do in movies. There is some misplaced ADR at times. If you guys don't know what that is additional dialogue replacement. Like if you're way back there, sometimes actors had to dub their voice in. Things didn't match up. The practical effects in this is just not there. But again, that didn't take any value out of the movie for me. I really enjoyed this movie. And I am so mad at myself for waiting this long to watch it. So yes, this movie did do it for me. Clint Eastwood's performance in his director's debut. I don't think this is Clint's best work as a director, but since this is his first work as a director and actor in his own movie, I gotta say props to you, man. I will give flowers again to the actress who played Evelyn, Jessica Walter. She knew how to be innocent when it counted. She knew how to be seductive when it counted. But once she went off the fucking rails, she went off the rails. But all in all, I just love that this movie is a pure 70s time capsule. Bold performances by Clint Eastwood and Jessica all together. And Toby didn't do bad either. I am glad that Clint Eastwood pushed his product out. I'm glad that it was successful. I'm glad they made money on it. And I'm glad that Clint Eastwood showed the world that he doesn't have to be boxed in to his all infamous Western roles, that he could break out and do something else. Because he showed the world in this movie alone that no matter what seat he's sitting in, whether it's the actor's seat or the director's seat or both, that he can still bring a great movie to the cinema. And he did do that very successfully. I think this movie is a 70s timepiece for sure. And my rating of this movie is going to be, I would give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. Matter of fact, I'd probably give it 8 out of 10. Why not? Solid cast, solid premise. I was entertained all the way through. And I love that Evelyn was a fucking parasite that's rocking Dave's fucking world in the wrong ways. Yeah, first time viewing, first time watch. I think it's definitely unique for its time. It is a pretty decent damn thriller. If you have not watched this movie, you should watch this movie, guys. It's original, it's edgy, it's fun. If you guys haven't seen this movie again, hell, go fucking watch it. You're missing out. And if you have seen the movie, let me know something I missed. Again, I've only watched this one time. That's gonna wrap this video up, guys. Thank you so much for taking time into your day to kick it with me. I really do appreciate it. I love each and every one of you, and thank you guys so much for helping me and James keep this channel going. Until next time, adios.